Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the discussion of element number 6 of safety management system. Welcome to IITC channel. This is Ved Prakash Singh from IITC. Guys, in this element we are going to see in-house safety rules and regulations. As we know that we have considered 15 elements of safety management system, and we will not discuss about the other elements in this part, and in this part we are going to discuss only in-house safety rules and regulations. Guys, my request is to put the subscribe if you have not done so far. Please press the bell icon if you have not done so far to get all the notifications on time, and please also send this information to your friends. You can see here there are 8 elements, in the next there are 15 elements. That means there are total 15 elements in this presentation, but we are going to see only red, bold element number 6, in-house safety rules and regulations. We have explained all the elements one by one. I would request you to please go through the all elements one by one. This is 5 minutes to 10 minutes presentation so that you can get complete idea about safety management system. What is the objective of this one? To establish written safety rule regulations that are relevant to the organization in addition to legal requirement. Gentlemen, there are regulations, there are legal bindings, there are legal rules. So every company must follow all the legal requirements of bare minimum. Other than that, company can and companies should make their own safety rules and regulations which are apart from the legal requirement. Why safety rules are essential? Because company has to perform in terms of getting excellence result of their objective and target which has been mentioned in safety policy. So apart from the legal requirement, company can make their disciplinary rule, their activity rule, their unsafe condition rules, their unsafe actions rule, incident investigation reporting rules, many things, housekeeping rules. So these rules and regulations should not be less than legal requirement. We have to follow the legal requirement as minimum guideline. This involves inculcating in workmen, including contractors, their roles and responsibility in safety list performing their work in the factory. These rules and regulations will inculcate a safe habit in the workmen, regular workmen, temporary workmen, permanent workmen, including contractor. And this will also tell what is roles and responsibility of everyone in context of safety while working in the field. These rules can be many. Let us go on by one. Factories shall establish a set of safety rules and regulations that is suitable and practical other than Factory Act and subsidiary legislation. This point we have discussed that every factory, every company can set their own rule to ensure that everybody is following, to ensure that we are going to get the good safety culture in the environment, in the working culture, in the working environment. In the process of formulating in-house safety rule and regulations, reference shall be made to relevant standard and code of practices. Sometimes, it is always recommended that when you are making your safety rule, you can give some references of standard and practices, code of practices, so that person can understand what is the value of these rules and regulations. Say, for example, safety helmet, PPE compliance, housekeeping compliance, unsafe action and condition compliances. There are time compliances, food habits, waste generation, and there are many things which we can take from the reference. Speed limit of the vehicle and barriers. So you can formulate in-house rules and regulations, but it is always good to give some reference to the relevant standard and code of practice. Say, for example, you have a color code system. What is color code system? Guys, I have made a specific dedicated presentation for color code. I would request you to please go through that, which will tell you what is the legend, what is the color code, where to be used color code, what are benefits of color code, and how to read and identify the color code standard. So we can put appropriate standard and code of practice for each and every in-house safety rules and regulation. A safety demerit point should be incorporated into the safety rules and regulations so that appropriate disciplinary action can be taken for non-compliance of the relevant safety rules and regulations. See, one of the demerit of this thing is that for every rules and regulation we need to prepare a appropriate disciplinary action. If in case of non-compliance of company approved safety rules and regulation, then disciplinary action has to be there to inculcate right safety culture in the company. Sometimes this penalty, this disciplinary action will give wrong effect, but in longer run, to make the mindset of people, it is always good. Top management must endorse the safety rules and regulations with agreement from the employees union. See, every rules and regulation and systems and disciplinary actions what we are going to make, what we are making in a company, this must be agreed by employees union, because once employee union agreed, then everybody is going to follow it. If they don't agree, probably your rules and regulations are not going to be implemented. The in-house safety rules and regulations must be effectively communicated and made readily available to all personnel, including contract workers. See guys, we make safety rules, we make safety regulation to be implemented by everybody. If the safety regulations are made and not distributed, not told to everyone, not given training to everyone, then it is not displayed at every location, including contract employee, probably they will make a mistake unknowingly. So if you want to make it successful, if you want this to be implemented by each and everyone, we must give this safety rules awareness training to each and everyone, including contract workers. Safety rules and regulations should be reviewed periodically and revised when necessary. Guys, these are the dynamics. Today I have made safety rules of a speed of 30 km per hour, but tomorrow there are many incidents. So we can say no, 30 km per hour is very high, let us go back to 10 km per hour. I am just giving you an example so that you understand. So any rules and regulations what we have made, this has to be reviewed periodically by a set of team, by management and by worker representative, so that this can be practical to implement. Enforcement has to be carried out by line supervisor, not only the safety personnel. See, only safety personnel or safety officers or safety department are the not police department. Everybody has responsibility to get it implemented, and safety person should not assume the role of policeman. And safety person is not a policeman, as we mentioned that. So that means it is the duty of each and every one supervisor from top to bottom, CEO to chairman, CEO to peon, to get this implemented, to interrupt it, to train the people, to make them aware, so that your safety regulations are implemented and you are able to manage right kind of safety culture. Guys, we have seen this thing in the beginning. I hope you will be able to answer the question. What is the safety rules and regulations? You know this. These are the safety rules and regulations other than the legal requirement and others legislation or subsidiary legislation. Our safety rules are legal? Here you can answer. I will not answer because I have answered in earlier statement. Are safety rules mandatory? Yes, safety rules are mandatory as per the company policy. Each and everybody who are going to work in the environment, he or she has to follow the safety rules. This is mandatory as per the safety rules and regulation policy. Otherwise, if it is not implemented, there will be implication of safety disciplinary action. Why to make company safety rules? You know the benefit. If you don't know the answer, if you know the answer, I would request you to please put into the comment section. I will review it and I will come back to you. Who should follow the safety rules and regulation? I would say each and everyone who is the part of that boundary, he, she, including me, and CEO to Chaiwala has to follow safety rules and regulation, because walk the talk, leadership, you have to walk the talk. You have to lead by example. You have to lead the team. So other than employee, we must follow the rules and regulations. That means everyone who is in the boundary has to follow the rules and regulations. Guys, please subscribe the button so that you can get regular input. I hope these informations were useful for you. Please put your query, your suggestion in the comment section so that I can come back to you. Okay guys, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you very much.